Hi, my name is Charlie, and these are my spiritual rants. Hi, everybody. I'm not here to guide anyone. You're here to walk your own path. I'm just here to point out some inconsistencies in the spiritual realm. And today's subject is meditation and ascension. A little bit of a dual subject, right? Um, People out there want to tell you how you need to meditate. Um, Not that I have a problem with that in a lot of ways. I mean, if you need some guidance on meditation, it's fine to listen to some people and maybe get, a starting point if you've never done it before. But everyone's different. And you're allowed to have your own way to meditate. No one should say this is the way to do it because the same thing doesn't work for everybody, right? You can go ahead and find the way that you want to meditate. And it's going to take some self discovery. You're going to have to do it. That's the easiest way to figure it out. Um, but even then, maybe meditation doesn't work for you at all, and that's not a problem. When someone says that you need to meditate because that's the only way you're ever going to be spiritually sound, I, I don't agree with that. Because you can be a spiritually sound, really good person, and you may never meditate. Doesn't make you any less of a person. I'm not saying that meditation doesn't help. It absolutely does. It's a good way to reset. It's a good way to get back within yourself, discover who you are, and it can lead to different spiritual openings that you've never had before. But to say that there's one guideline or that the way I meditate's better than anybody else's meditation, and you should use my meditation, uh, you know, now we're getting back to the ego side of things, right? Just kind of mentioned this in my last video. And, you know, there is no cookie cutter meditation out there. It doesn't exist. And everyone's going to get, you know, things given to them you know, in different ways. You can get a guided message just from walking down the street, driving a car, you know, hanging out with a kid, cooking, whatever it might be. And to say that you need to sit there for a half hour every morning and do it, and that's nah. And some people don't function like that, and that's totally fine. Everyone's life's different, and to say that my way is the only way is the best way is, you know, form of self-righteousness, and it's no different than saying, well, I believe in Jesus, you have to believe in Jesus. It's no different than saying that I read the Bible, you have to read the Bible. You know, because foreseeing any form of spirituality, religion, belief. Oh, I don't like the term belief. I don't like the term faith, um, because they're not grounded in fact. Um, Someone say it can absolutely have had something happen to them in their life where they go, They say, my God is a fact in my life. I've seen him. Or I mean, and you can't argue with that. I can't disprove that, and they can't prove it to me either, and that's fine. You know, but to say that there's only one way to do things, or that you have to do it this way, um, is not a way to go. You know, it's cool to be helpful. I love it. And again, if someone can set a point or show you how to do it, it's cool. You know, but to say that's the only way to do it, no. Figure it out for yourself. And so, my second point on ascension, I'm going in a similar route with that. Uh, so, people out there saying, I'm going to show you and tell you how to ascend. So, you're telling me as you're ascended, but you're right here with me. So, how are you going to have have the guideline for ascension, right? You're going to give everybody a guideline for ascension, but you're sitting here talking to me. It look like you ascended anywhere, you know? And it tells me that you're stuck within a belief that you're greater than the person that you're showing it to. Um, you're elevated, right? You're an elevated person. You're better than me. You're better than my buddy John over there, because you're ascended. What is ascension? You know, it sounds like something after you die. Doesn't sound like something that's gonna happen right now. They have that in the Bible that Jesus ascended. He resurrected. Got no proof of that, my friends. And you know, I'm not saying that the dude Jesus didn't exist, but his name wasn't Jesus. That's my belief. Again, I don't like the word belief. I think there's a lot of facts behind that. Uh, you know, because it comes from a book that was meant to divide us, and it's in a book that's bathed in the blood of 80 million people that died for that belief, because they were forced into that. It's actually very sad. It's a very, very evil thing, in my opinion. Again, it's an opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I don't expect that. There's things in there that are good, but to say that I'm going to show you how to ascend, I'm going to tell you you're a chosen one, that's also rooted in arrogance. It's rooted in ego. You can't teach that, because if you think you can teach it, ugh, it's one of those things where if you have a little bit of knowledge, but you don't have all of it, and you're teaching that little bit of knowledge to somebody without having the full playbook, that's dangerous. And that's how misinformation is spread. And that's how you ruin things very, very badly. What I say, it's just the little bit of knowledge without knowing the full thing. It's more dangerous than having zero knowledge of it at all. And thinking that you're teaching somebody something like that, or then you throw them into that and they think themselves, well, now I'm a Sunday, I'm going to go pass this on. No, no. Just be there for love. Be there to help people for things that go on in their life. What does thinking you're ascended do? What does it actually do? I don't think it does a whole lot. It really doesn't. And again, now you're only going to say a certain amount of people are going to ascend. And I've heard things like, oh, yeah, these people are just going to disappear. Everyone who ascends is just going to disappear. Come on, man. Like, it's not how it works. That's not how it works. It really doesn't. And that's where a lot of these tropes in the Bible and all that stuff have come from. Don't make people wait around for that kind of thing. Because if it would have happened, if it's supposed to happen, it would have happened already. You know, no different than if, we're all, people are sitting there waiting for the second coming of Jesus Christ. It was supposedly supposed to happen. He told his apostles that I'll be there. You're going to see it happen in your lifetime. Everyone's still waiting for it. It's a way to uh, keep people in the dark and manipulate them with a belief like that. And I think that ascension is a very similar ideal. You're forcing someone to wait for something that's not going to happen, right? So you're dead. I mean, that might be the closest thing, and we won't know that until we die. So the best practice is to help people in any way you can. You know, if you want to be a guide, that's cool. If you're a good, kind person and you have good, kind ideals and you can help people uh, on a path in their life where they can take those ideals and spread that onto other people, that's fantastic. But to say I'm gonna teach you how to ascend and you're gonna ascend, you are now creating another arrogant person that is now going to spread that arrogance onto another person, and now we got a bunch of everybody stuck in ego running around, thinking that they're better than everybody else. And they're teaching these things to other people, and it's gonna hold everybody back. So, you know, I want everyone to be in a good place and telling people that they're ascended or that they're ascended. How do you know I'm ascended, man? How you're ascended. Oh, am I? Show me. You know, how do you know? Oh, it's because you're ascended? Tell me how you're ascended. What makes you better than anybody else to tell them they're ascended? So different than that person, again, that says, like, well, I've been saved by Jesus. I'm going to save you. What? I don't need saving. I also don't need ascension. I'm here. I'm going to live my life the best way I possibly can. And whether I ascend, whether I'm in 5D or anything else, nah. I mean, I'm still going to be here. I love y'all. I love myself. Love you. I want the same thing for everybody. Just a happiness. So I'll be happy and live in love. So if this message resonates with you, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I got a few links down there if you want to buy me a cup of coffee. Cool. I don't care if you do. I like you anyway. And I do have a link down there for Parent Project Muscular Dystrophy because my daughter has a muscular dystrophy. It would be awesome if you could donate to that. That would make me super happy. Um, and yeah, until next time, take care, everybody.